Shit look like it's lagging, huh?
Okay, here we are once again for another No News, Just Facts podcast. I am your humble and gracious host, Brian Ebro, whatever you call me, whatever you know me as. And we are back in the building for another podcast. And my lovely co host to the side of me, you know her. She is always in here. She is a usual. She is a friend of the show, a sister to the show. The
Mm-hmm.
homegirl Tiff is back in the
Back.
building.
It's crazy right now. Thank you for having me back. I love it. It's my favorite place to be when I'm not home with my family or when I'm not working. It's my
Listen,
favorite place to be.
let's just get into it.
Let's get into it.
Unfortunately, I wish this was under better circumstances,
For sure.
but Houston rapper, all around club influencer. I would call him a comedian because he was hilarious as hell too. Like I
Absolutely.
feel like he wore a lot of hats. He was a producer. He was a rapper. He was an all
Mm-hmm.
around type of guy. Beat King has passed away unfortunately today on August of the 15th of 2024. Um, I was scrolling through Instagram and his name came up, and the most popular Southern blog, which is Say Cheese, said
Yeah.
that, hey, he passed away. And I was like, what?
When did you learn about it?
Like literally almost like 30 minutes ago, an hour ago, probably.
I it was so weird. I was just on so first of all, I had a weird dream. Let me start there. I had like a weird dream that my sister was telling me. I was asleep and I had a weird dream. My sister was telling me somebody died. And then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what? And she was like, just playing. So it was so strange that after I woke up, I'll go onto Facebook and one of my friends who may be joining us later, she would put like RIP Beat King. And I'm like, what? So I immediately, of course, just typed it into Google and it wasn't even showing anything yet. Like she had found out super fast before it even really hit. the internet. You know how things hit the internet, it catches like wildfire.
Yeah.
It was just getting out. So it, like Wikipedia hadn't even updated yet. There was like, you know what I mean? Like there's no updates yet. So I'm like, is this true? And then as I keep looking, and then I called you, and then I called KO, and it was like, oh man, it's true. And it's unfortunate. It's untimely. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's
Very
sad.
sad.
BEATKING is definitely a big part of the fabric of Houston, Texas rap culture, all of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most certainly. And the thing that like, we were talking about this off live, and the thing about it is like, it's not the fact that he passed away. It's the fact that like somebody would like go to the lengths of like wanting to like shoot this man. Like that's the thing that is really, really just leaving like a sour taste in my heart, because I'm like, BEATKING wasn't no type of rapper who was a tough guy, or he wasn't trying to be gangster or nothing like that. He just
we don't know anything about him being connected in with any drama, any rap beefs, anything where we don't know that. We don't know anything about that. So it is quite shocking to see that he may have gotten shot. Now my sister just texted me and she said that she heard that it was a heart attack. But of course, when people die, there's always speculation as to how they
several thousand things that could be said about.
You have to wait until you hear from the family. He had a girlfriend, so until his girlfriend or his mom or somebody in his close immediate family confirms what he died from, we don't really know. Usually things are just speculation until it is confirmed. So, but looks like the most probable cause, or the most popular thing that's trending right now, they're saying that he passed away from a shot. She said a heart attack. We don't know. Either way, it's sad. He was only 39 years old. So much more life to live.
And then he had kids too. Oh man.
Absolutely.
I almost forgot. Bro had kids.
Yeah. I think they said he was like a girl dad and he had daughters.
Yeah, he had two daughters.
That is tough.
God.
I'm talking to somebody who was a daddy's girl. And I just gave birth to a daddy's girl, a baby that lights up as soon as she sees her dad. So our prayers are definitely with his kids too, as well as his other immediate family.
Man, bro, that just made me. Oh, that just took my mind somewhere else, man. God.
No, it's for sure.
I really forgot that he had like kids.
Damn. Children, yeah. And like I said, from what I was seeing, is that he was a girl dad. He only had girls, so that's awful. You know.
Why was somebody like that? Ugh.
And you never know. You never know. We don't know if it's a situation where it was just wrong place, wrong time. If it was aimed directly for him. It was a situation. We just don't know. It's situations where you don't know until anybody confirms it.
I had also made like speculation offline about like maybe it's like a thing where like it's a female involved that's like, you know, maybe set him up or something like that. It could have been something like that as well.
I mean, like I said, you never know. You just never know. I don't even want to go there because that kind of seems to be a trend in hip hop where male rappers are often set up by female counterparts. But I'm hoping that this is not that. If it is, super sad. I don't really want to speculate too much as to how he died or who did it. Not until the family confirms anything, just out of respect for the family and for him, you know.
And then I don't want to down the whole entire show because of this. I didn't even honestly. At first, I didn't even want to talk about it because I'm like, it's like way too.
Well, so what's crazy is we had the show planned already. We were actually supposed to go live on yesterday. Am I right? Yeah, we were supposed to, but
Correct.
you were tired. You went into a deep sleep. I was tired. So we rescheduled it for today, and just so happened that this happened, and it just kind of felt wrong to be. I'm not from Texas. I'm a NOLA native. I've been here though for over 17 years. So it's on me. You are from here. Well, originally from
Basically.
Canada, but you're from here, right?
Basically,
You've been here since infancy. I wasn't here in infancy. I was growing up uptown, but it doesn't feel right to be in Texas and to be so engulfed in Texas culture
and not
and not
even
talk
mention.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta talk about it. You gotta
True.
talk about it. I just feel like it's the right thing to do.
It's true. It's true. So, rest in peace to Beat King. He left a vast catalog of music for the home wreckers and the ratchets and
The home wreckers and the ratchets.
hey,
Please
hey,
give me an example of one of the home wrecking records.
the home wreckers, the ratchets, the people of the night. You know, to be honest with you, I listened. It's funny because I listened to his new project like about a week ago, I believe, like maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
he was telling a story about how he used to rap like Eminem and J. Cole and all of that. And then he's
Mm-hmm.
like, it's a song called 2009, where
Okay.
he's basically explaining his come up, and he's saying like, I used to rap like a lyricist and everything like that. But like, lyricism doesn't make women, women ain't listening to lyrics in the club.
Exactly how, and I'm gonna bring it back. Kendrick versus Drake. Exactly why we love Drake more. We not most women. Well, I am. I'm a little bit different. There's a lot of women that do listen to lyrics, but most of us, we want to dance. If you want to dance, you want to shake a little something. You're gonna listen to something with a beat. We're not really. You're not looking for lyricism and deep meaning and think pieces when you at the club and you trying to have a good time. That's really what it comes down to. You just want some feel good music, shake a tail feather. That's what it comes down to. So yeah.
But I also feel like the avenue of hip hop, obviously the roots of hip hop is like lyricism, of course.
Correct.
But there's all types of avenues with that. So I mean, it's not just one avenue. It's not just two avenues. It's a whole monument of things that can go into what makes rap and or hip hop great for what it is. But back to what I was saying, like he was just basically talking about his come up and how like nobody wanted to hear his music when he was making
because he was being lyrical,
right? And then he's like, I heard Stanky Leg and all those songs on the radio. He's like,
right?
I'm finna dumb down my music. I'm finna make corny beats with like 4 instruments in it, and I'm about to go off.
You gonna get him moving tight.
And what I like about that song is that he even talked about like how his mom was like in like a certain condition, and his mom was like, just keep on going. He said he like forgot to pay the light bill, and his mom was in the dark, and his mom called him to the room and was like, keep on going. You gonna get there. You gonna win. So I respect him so much. Like he could just keep it at surface level and be like, oh, okay, I'm that dude who makes strip music, club music. No, in each one of his projects, he has something where it's like, I'm going to tell you a story. And I'm going to make it long as possible. And it's going to be at the end of each of my records. So I always respected him for doing that. And
I like that. You just taught me something. And to be honest, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm a BEATKING super fan. No.
Of course, nobody really is. But his music comes up on the radio.
Yes. And then, right.
So.
Exactly. Right now, the show Baddies is one of the hottest shows popping on that Ratchet Zeus network. And yes, I said Ratchet Network because it is. But I like the fact that Zeus is opening its platform to a lot of other things outside of the Ratchet TV. But Baddies, his song is on the Baddies. Welcome to Baddies, everybody. That's a super popular song, and that's a Beat King song. You know what I'm saying? So you
Same
don't
thing
have
with
to
VH1.
just, yeah, we're not
His
gonna
songs
sit
has
up
been
here
on
and
there
just
too.
act like we're, die hard fans, and no, but he made bops and he was the Beat King. So it makes sense. And so everybody, you gotta know who he is. He made so many bops time and time again. And yeah, that's just what it is. But it's interesting to know that his albums, he got into so much more. And it is interesting to know that he did start out with heavy lyricism, but he understood the way of the world and what they want to go, what they want to listen to and what's going to get the people going. So yeah.
Right. So, as I stated, rest in peace, Beat King. Your music is gonna live forever and ever and ever. And somebody's gonna probably try to copy the style that you
Absolutely
curated or whatever, but you can never be duplicated. So rest in peace to Beat King. I'm going to switch over.
Absolutely.
Unless you have anything else to say about this
situation.
No,
just rest in peace, Beat King. I hope that he did not die from gun violence.
I hope
if he did, then I mean, just adds right to the never ending tally of, deaths by gun wounds that just didn't need to happen.
Jealous ones still envy. Jealous ones.
Because what, the last rapper that was just shot and murdered was what, Fulio?
Oh yeah.
If that's what happened to Beat King, it just another mark on this, a never ending, sheet of tallies of rappers that have passed away from being killed. And it's sad, and it's something that, if that's what happened, it's something that needs to stop. I hate gun violence. My brother was a victim of gun violence, shot multiple times. Thank God he's alive, but he did end up as a quadriplegic. So yeah, that kind of stuff, it hits home for me, and I'm always going to be an advocate against gun violence. It's never, no, I'm not about that life. I am about that life. Never have been, never will be. So no.
I don't think anybody is truly about that life. Just everybody wants to make it home.
Everybody wants to make it home.
Everybody wants to make it home.
At the end of the day. And that's my favorite part of the day. My favorite part of the day is when everybody gets home. There's so many things that you can encounter when you're outside. It's just like, that's my favorite part of the day. Seeing everybody come back home in one whole healthy piece, man. Like, as you get older, you realize how many simple blessings mean a lot.
Man, I second
simple things, the simple blessings that hold the most weight. Just you making it home at the end of the day. You just, you know what I mean? Thank God.
The blessings don't gotta be items.
Gotta be all that extravagant. This,
and that. It don't gotta be items. It gotta be your life.
Exactly.
You're breathing.
Exactly.
So, keeping within the same field of news, Uncle Wally, famous Amos.
Hey, my man's, yes,
passed away at 88.
Yes, my good aunt passed away.
Unfortunately, and his story is unique because it's like they were still using his brand after the fact of him, like, basically having to like sell it, going bankrupt and everything like that.
Oh, I didn't know he went bankrupt.
Yeah. And after he sold his cookie, I think he's like, after he sold his cookie company, they had like told him something. Basically, they tricked him. Oh, and they ended up keeping his logo, keeping his name on it. And I'm pretty sure there was no way he could go to court and, sue them over it. So I think the last thing I remember seeing of him was that he was trying to start another cookie business.
Oh, good.
Because the famous Amos is already owned by somebody because he sold it to whoever it was, and now he was trying to start another cookie business. Matter of fact, I seen him on Shark Tank. It was Shark Tank. I seen him. Yeah, I think it was Shark Tank that I had seen him.
Man, you got me looking into it, because not too long ago, that's when I found out that he was the creator of
Famous. Yeah, they did him dirty. They did it with
Man,
her.
and you know what? It's not you know, it ain't too far fetched to hear a black man getting done dirty
Mm-hmm.
over
And
his
this
own
is,
product, right? Did you hear
yeah.
about Paul, kind of like the Paula Deen situation? Did you hear about her? That supposedly all her
With the slavery
recipes,
thing
no, that supposedly a lot of her recipes were developed
by black people.
by one of her black employees. So
What?
yeah,
Shut up.
I've been hearing about that. I don't know if it's confirmed. We're gonna have to
Wow.
check, but allegedly this is what has happened. And so with the famous Amos cookies, I'm not surprised if they mess my boy over.
Yo, life is a lie. What? What? Yo, that's nah. That's crazy. So she cooking a sister's
And
recipe.
somebody was
That's
like, "Oh, I knew them recipes tasted good for her."
a sister was curating those
They said
recipes,
her
and she was
sister
just
really
stealing.
curated them joints. Like, but
Man,
you know, Paula Deen food do be tasting good. And I'm like, you know, because she's Southern. But they said there's a sister that was back
that's
there.
crazy.
Uh-huh. They said there was
Huh.
a sister back there that was curating the recipes and
Man,
we were just getting them out. Sorry about that.
I'm mad about that one. What?
Mm-hmm.
That's
But I love
crazy.
Famous Amy's cookies. Always have, always will.
Man.
As of recent, as of late, I have noticed that they taste a little bit different than what they
Mhm.
originally did. But that's almost every manufactured or packaged item. Nothing tastes the way that it tasted 10, 15, 20 years ago. They're
Of
changing out
course.
ingredients, using cheaper ingredients to try to stretch,
Mhm.
stretch the product more bang for their buck, but not good for us. Man, I'm telling you, what's crazy is you remember the way I don't know if you know, but if you remember the way Domino's used to taste like 15 or 20 years ago,
Of course. Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
peculiar taste about Domino's that made
Yeah.
you order it. The crust was different, the quality,
Mhm.
it was good, right? My family always preferred Domino's over Pizza Hut.
Mhm.
Domino's no longer tastes that way.
I could say the
That
same
crust,
with I could say the same with what's it called? Even though it's cheap,
mhm.
Little Caesars is the same way.
Little
Like
Caesar.
it
Everything
like
had signature taste, and you knew it was a little bit better because now what
yeah.
you taste and be like, eh. But what I will say, that's America. In other countries, things still taste in the way they're supposed to. When I went to
Mhm.
Europe, they had that original Domino's flavor that we grew up on. I kid you not.
But
I
see
kid
there,
you.
see there, everything in another country still keeps its original freshness.
And
They
that's what I'm
use
saying.
original ingredients.
Mm-hmm. And
You'll
it
never
seems to be more healthy.
you'll never catch somebody catching like getting like diabetes in Europe or Africa or anything like that because they don't enhance the ingredients the way
Yeah.
we do here in the
Trying to
West
make everything so cheap. Cheap is
yeah
not always good for you. If it's
at
cheap,
all
9 times out of 10, I'm even say 8 out of
Mhm.
10, it's not good for you.
Exactly.
It's not. Now there's some cheap things that are good for you. Like whenever the dollar store used to sell that crystal gazer water, which is actually one of the most alkaline waters that there is.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. There's very small times. There's a very small amount of times where, or I'm saying it all wrong. My words are all wrong, but there's, yeah, it's not often. Let me say that it's
Yeah.
not often where things that are cheap are just good for you. Very rarely do you find situations like that. And so I think that's what's happening now with the food. They want to try to get more of it out, cutting the cost of production, and they're making that shit cheaper and putting stuff in there that's just gonna kill you.
So going and doing just like my little bit of like research on Famous Amos, it says due to financial troubles, Amos was forced to sell the Famous Amos company, and because the name Famous Amos was trademarked by his former company, he had to use the Uncle No Name's Cookie Company as his new company's name. The Famous Amos distributor at the time, I can't even say that name, I'm not even gonna try it, heard Amos on a local radio talk show and inspired by Amos's story of his early business success with Famous Amos in his spirit, contacted Amos with the idea for starting a new business in 1994. The two became partners and subsequently launched Uncle No Name. Da, da, da. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he was still getting money. He was still getting
Wow, I'm
money. He
reading
just
it as
wasn't.
well. I'm
He
reading
probably
it.
just wasn't making money off of the original thing that he like had invested, took
Yeah.
some money to invest in. So I mean, but that's still, I mean, it's still kind of a messed up story because it's like you still got the man's name on stuff. But I
And
mean,
that's
at the
probably
same
like
time, you know, he has the. I guess he had to do what he had to do there.
probably one of the most, yeah, that's one of the most important parts is your name. Your name is your brand. So, and I'm
Sure.
looking at it myself. He was pretty well connected. He was a talent agent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was friends with Marvin Gaye.
How
He
about that?
opened, yeah, he took the
Mm.
advice of some friends, and with $25,000 from
Mm-hmm.
singers like Marvin Gaye and Helen Reddy, he opened up a cookie store in Hollywood, naming it
Great.
Famous Amos. That's where the name come from. So
Mm-hmm.
Unc was well connected, and
Uncle was doing his thing.
but they
You know,
played Unc.
I mean, I feel like they still played him.
They said that he
This,
ended
they,
up getting another brand called Chip and Cookie,
mm-hmm.
but
It
I
didn't
mean,
work out the same.
of
It didn't
course it
work out
won't.
the same.
And it's a different recipe than the one used by Kellogg's.
Mm-hmm.
And Kellogg's company complete to sell
It's
keeper cookies.
Kellogg's. Mm.
Keeper.
Of course.
That's
Of
crazy, man.
course. I mean,
Always, oh man, that's crazy. They did my, but you know what? R.I.P. Unc, you
we
did
still
your
love you,
thing.
Uncle.
Even if they messed you over. But
Mystical
yeah,
cookie recipe.
and you're right. They said that he was on Shark Tank. So you're right.
Yeah, I remember seeing him on there
Aw.
because he
R.I.P.
was trying to
Unc.
start something else. He's trying to like
Man, you did
rekindle some
your thing.
greatness.
Yeah, I hate to see that my man's had got into his mature age and trying to they did my boy bad.
But
But
you
he
can
all right.
never, you can't steal the pride and the energy. That
That's right.
energy is going to be transferred to somebody else, and they're gonna want to make a cookie business. There's a little kid right now that wants to start a muffin business, a cookie business, a lemonade business. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
A
I mean,
snack business, any kind of
anything is possible.
right.
Anything is feasible.
Let's get
So
into oh
yeah,
go ahead.
go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing.
No, you go ahead. Okay.
Do your thing.
Kind of should have started this whenever we are talking about B King possibly being shot.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Rubin's comments today.
Oh boy.
What are your thoughts?
Oh gosh.
What are your thoughts on that?
Um, where do I start with this? Let's see. So my whole thing is like this. I don't think I don't know how I should frame this or how I should angle this without making it sound racist, colorist, or anything like that. So is Michael Rubin Jewish?
Correct.
Michael Rubin is Jewish. So
Correct.
I'm gonna say it like this. I feel like when it comes to issues that have to do with like African Americans, Black people,
Mm-hmm.
Africans outside of this country,
Mm-hmm.
and any other color that is as colored as we are. I feel like it's an issue that we should handle and we should talk about. I don't feel like somebody like him should really be commenting on it, even though he has
A
Black
point.
friends.
Oh.
Even though he has Black friends, yeah, maybe he has a point.
He had a point.
I didn't really hear the comments. I mean, I heard like a little bit of it, but I was like, he's a millionaire, you know, like
maybe even damn near a billionaire, right? Mike Rubin got that bag.
He's a millionaire. He's a billionaire. His come up is not the same as somebody like Meek Mill, Little Baby,
Let me correct you. He is a billionaire. He is worth $11.8 0.5
Yeah, I
billion.
know. He owns what is it?
Sheesh.
Fanatic, whatever that thing is. It's like a sports.
Sports betting, yeah.
Yeah,
Fanatics.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
the
So
CEO and founder, yeah.
yeah, I
Mike
get
Rubin's
that.
got that bag.
I get that. And I don't think he was coming from like an intentional place of like hurting
No, he wasn't.
anybody. But when they ask you a question, you know, you have a right to answer or just say no comment. And I felt in that moment in time, he should have just like let that one, because interviewers will trick you. Interviewers will trick you out of your seat, trick you out of your brain by answering. You know, Vlad TV is he's great at that with rappers, with whoever looks like us. So interviewers have a way of doing that, especially the Breakfast Club. They do that as well. So I don't feel as though like I feel like if those are conversations you're having with people like Lil Baby, Meek Mill, and any other rapper that you know, I feel like it should be those conversations and those patterns of thinking that you have as far as the conversations should stay private. You
Should stay
shouldn't.
private.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
And is
shouldn't.
that for the sake of public scrutiny or just out of the basically
Um,
the fact that it's not his culture?
it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
To me, it's a little bit of both, and it's like, well, since you're a billionaire, you don't want bad press coming to you from our side of the chain. So it's like, just if you are having those conversations with people of color that look like us, that's fine. Keep those private. Don't go in an interview and be trying to like, you know, oh, fight the power and all. No, sir. You're a billionaire. Calm down. Chill.
And I wonder who it was that, so he said somebody that he respects tremendously made a call to him and told him that, you know, let this conversation be for the Black community. You know, I understand you mean well, but this is not your lane.
Meek Mill.
I think it was Jay-Z.
Could have been Jay-Z.
I think it was Jay. I think Jay would be the one to be able to have that kind of influence on him as a billionaire himself, as a good friend of Mike Rubin as well. But I'm kind of with you in that what he said was right. There's a lot of black on black hate, but I mean, there's other races too that do it, right? But, you know, if we're focusing on our community, we do have an issue to where we hate on each other a lot. We don't give each other chances. I'm just going to use this as an example. The Olympics. When our athletes lose, the way we drag them down, and I'm not part of that crew. I'm not on no bandwagon crew. If you lose, I'm with you. If you win, I'm with you.
We're not even patriotic for real. That's the stupid part about it.
Oh, we're not. 4,000%. We're not patriotic for real. But when the Olympics come on, you better believe I'm in my red, white, and blue all day. And I'm rooting for everybody Black that's on Team USA. You better believe that. And then when it's over, I come back out with my RGB colors. So, yeah, at the end of the day, though, I do feel like we do have an issue to where we don't ride with our people enough. When Sha'Carri was down, they was talking about her like a dog, dragging her down. No other country really does that. It's just over us over here, like the Jamaicans, win, lose, or draw, they riding for them for their people.
I got an example too. What's his name? Terry Crews, when that stuff happened and he was
when he was touched inappropriately.
Yeah, people was clowning him.
Yes, we just go so hard against each other. So Mike Rubin had a valid point. We go very hard against each other when there's other people that just don't do that. They do, but they don't do it as much as we do it. Let me say that. Olympics was a prime example. Like Noah Lyles. He got the goal. We was all like, yeah. But then the man caught COVID. Oh, he lied.
People hate people. I don't know why. Like,
he really probably he probably had COVID.
Man.
Like COVID is going around again, and it's not the same strain as it once was. So yes, you could have that shit, and 3-5 days later, you don't have it. Mind you, when he tested positive, he probably already had it days prior. But when you start feeling the symptoms, that's what prompts you or give you the prompt to take the test. So yes, he probably was already going through it and getting over it, which is why he was then clearly, negative by the time he retested. So COVID's a tricky thing. Why are we like, oh, he lied because he got the bronze medal? No, I don't think it was that serious. He got the bronze medal. Why are we not looking at the fact that the man just ran, at the speed that he did to even get the bronze medal with COVID? Baby, when I had COVID, I could barely walk to my living room because of how weak my body was. So it's just certain things like that. But Mike Rubin had a valid point. I just think that it was the wrong messenger because
exactly. I was going to say that. Exactly. Yeah.
Mike Rubin is a Jewish man. The Jewish community do not play about their own. So I just, for example, my black ass cannot say in the Jewish community, I love y'all my friends, but this and this, the way that they would come after me, that's what that is. So that's why he couldn't say, because if if the roles were reversed, that would have been a problem.
Exactly.
A huge problem. And he understood that. He definitely understood that. And he said his point is valid, and he's gonna stand on that. But yeah.
I just feel like I said, once again, it's just a thing of like, really, the interviewer will pigeonhole you and trick you into saying something you never wanted to come out. So I feel like at that moment in time, Charlemagne can be tricky with the way he just delivers a question to somebody. So, yeah, it's just like you said. It's not the message, it's the messenger. If
Correct.
Jay-Z, Will Smith, any one of them said this, we would like let it go over our heads, to be honest with you. But since it's him, it's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Black people don't hate on black people.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Exactly. And we do.
We definitely do.
We do. It just needs to come from let's say, like, who would we receive it well from? Like a Tyler Perry or
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. I feel like it would be, I feel like it would make more sense coming from them versus our counterpart over here. So, yeah. Gonna be moving on. Oh yeah, let's talk about this next.
Also, KOC says that he's on, but I don't see where.
He says he's on here?
He's not. You might want to send him a little linky link.
Check.
By the way, your skin is looking good.
Oh, thank you.
Is it skincare or is this just our melanin doing what our melanin does?
This is God-given melanin doing what God-given melanin does.
Ladies, it is not fair how guys can just literally take a shower with the same washcloth, wash their ass, and then wash their face with that same washcloth and get skin.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I use the African sponge.
Probably just take a shower. Probably just take a shower and wash your face in the shower. And he gets that naturally. We have to use a whole regimen. It's not fair. Some of y'all guys have like the best lashes, like so unfair.
Can't help it. Can't help what God has done to bless me,
So unfair, so jealous.
Let's see here. How do I send this to him? We can copy that. Let's just see here. Like here, see here. It's been a while since I had him on. See if he gets it. Okay, I sent it to him. Hopefully he got that. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I gotta switch it up. Let me see here.
Somebody just made a post saying, Dallas, y'all are diabolical. So, well, let me read the whole thing for context, because I would never pop my again the same after losing BEATKING. Dallas, y'all are diabolical. So, kind of looks like This took place in Dallas.
It took place in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Everything is starting to point to gun violence and perhaps Dallas.
Don't say that.
Oh man, this is ridiculous.
It's crazy. Change it up. There he is.
Welcome.
What's that? What's happening? What's happening?
My dog. What's good, man?
Man, cooling. Y'all can hear me?
You're on. Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
What's
good,
happening?
man?
Man, chilling.
I'm cold.
Chilling, bro.
What is good with you, man?
Man, what y'all talking about on here?
So we just got through talking about Michael Rubin. If you got any comments on that, I know you got some comments on that.
on Michael Rubin?
Yeah.
What his comment about black on black hate?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
You talking about like solely with his comment on black hate?
That he just made on Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
What exactly did he say?
You might need to go look at the Breakfast Club real quick. It was a really quick snippet. It's on a Shade Room. You could probably catch it. It's super quick. He basically was saying he doesn't appreciate,
Let me see if I can bring it up.
Yeah, how we give each other a hard time. He feels like we should be uplifting each other. We should be putting each other on, pushing each other to success, but we hate on each other a lot. And I guess he felt like he could say that because Mike Rubin is very much so intertwined with a lot of the black rappers, athletes, entertainers. He gives, financial advice to them, stuff like that. He always has the all-white party. So he's yeah.
People want to be gay.
But if Brian can bring it up, that way you can.
Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So, like, why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change the narrative of bet he made with me to try to hurt him? Like, that is the one thing I've learned about, and look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. So one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like is that black hate on hate.
Speak on that more. I heard you say that earlier, and I wanted you to expound on that. You said you don't like to see black people tearing down other black people.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, like it's horrible. Like, why? Like, I want to support look, you guys know me pretty well. Anything I can ever help with, I'm always there. I always want to be helpful. I feel lucky and fortunate to do what I do every day. To be as, whatever success I've had, I feel blessed to do that. And I want to give back in every way I can, in business and in charitable things. I'm always trying to be helpful. The thing I don't like about that is it doesn't bother me for me. It bothers me that it actually, when I see the narrative of a really good friend of mine like Meek and people trying to, again, if he was gay, which there's not one gay bone in his body, who cares? Number one, if people want to be gay, it is 2024. Who the fuck cares? Okay. Number two, there's not a gay bone in his body. So, like, why do people want to lie about that? Why do people want to change the narrative of bet he made with me to try to hurt him? Like, that is the one thing I've learned about, look, I'm just being blunt because it's me. The one thing I've learned about black culture that I don't like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down? Let's try to build everybody up. Like, I'd be more excited if I'd be more excited to see one of my friends do something that's 99% less meaningful to me, but it would be really meaningful to them because I want them to do great. I want everyone around me to do great. I don't like watching, there's a little bit, and you tell me, you guys correct me if you think I'm wrong. I think there's a little bit of a black culture of like, it's black hate on hate. It's like that black judge that Meek had that hated on him and wanted to go extra hard on him. Okay. It's it's what people always say to me. It's like black hate on hate. So I think it's terrible. I think it's something that I think it's culturally wrong, and I'll probably get killed for saying this because
I'm glad you're saying it openly. If this is the conversations that are being
I
had,
have it all the time.
I want to hear this.
So I think it's wrong. I think, like, why do you not want to build everyone up around you? Why do you not want everyone around you to do great? The best way for everyone to do great is to push each other up. Like, why does someone want to bring somebody else down?
Okay, so the floor is yours.
I'm gonna tell you this, like, I could agree to an extent.
Mhm.
He like what he's saying in a nutshell. What he's saying is not wrong. You know what I mean? But if we look at okay, let me tell you this, right? You, Brian, where are you originally from?
I am originally from Nigeria.
Nigeria, which
Yeah,
is in what continent?
Africa.
Africa.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, Let me ask you this one question, and this is a very, very important question.
Okay.
Do y'all experience, from what you know, do y'all experience that same type of black on black hate over there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So,
between it's between different tribes, like the
okay, so that's a
Yorubas and the Hausas, and
tribal
they
thing.
all
Well, that
yes,
well,
of course,
that's been going on for centuries.
forever. Yeah,
You're
forever.
right. That's been going on forever. So,
Hmm.
what I think is it's a lot of pieces that plays a part in it, right?
Hmm.
So, we control our actions, right?
Of course.
But we also, which something that he wouldn't understand because of his ethical background,
Hmm.
a lot of us was bred that way. This is nothing new. That shit goes all the way back, bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So conditioning, all that type of stuff, all that plays a part. Like I can't take out one piece and be like, hey, that don't play up. No, everything plays a part in that shit. That's why I said like I could agree with what he's saying, but he can't I can't say, oh, I hang around a lot of white people, so I know exactly what it is because I hang around a lot of white people.
Right.
That's true.
You see what I'm
That's true.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like he so I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong, but he have to be one of us to understand one of us. You see what I'm saying? Like for instance, it's upbringing, it's
Because
trauma,
he
all
was
that shit
married.
passed down. And people was bred that way and I ain't talking about recent, I'm talking about way back then. People was bred that way. We was always pitted against each other since we landed in this motherfucker, if you want to be all the way honest. So I can't take out a piece of history and say, hey, well, this is the way it is. No, you gotta talk about the whole thing. Okay, they do that, true, but why is it like that? People always talk about the what and never talk about the why.
It is.
You know
No,
what I
you got
mean? So you gotta kind of, like I said, like I don't disagree with him, and it's more hurtful coming from somebody that's not of
not
our
our race. Yeah,
ethical
that's right.
background. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Why do
Now,
you feel like it's more hurtful? Like more hurtful as in like hurtful as in like it hurts the heart or
I'm gonna tell you
harm?
this. So
He doesn't know what it's like to be black.
right, you know what I'm saying? So
That he
he's
doesn't
on
know what it's like to be
he's
black.
he's on the outside looking in, but he's cool with a few black people. He's cool with some black people,
He's
and
cool
he
with
see
some
how they
rich
being
black
treated.
people.
Some rich
Remember
black
that?
people, right?
Rich black people.
That's a fact. Now, and see, this is the thing, right? When people say, "Oh, Meek Mill, the gay stuff," I don't think that dude gay. But
No.
if you look at how Michael Rubin is, look like he's a pretty cool, lovable guy. Look like he's a great guy to have a friend.
Hmm.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the things that he do, we kind of don't do it that way. Like for instance, right? I got homeboys. I'm not letting any of my homeboys hug me from behind.
Hug you from the back. No.
I'm not gonna do that,
Oh
right?
no,
Like
Right.
I'm
you know
not
what I'm
doing
saying?
it to
So
you.
Right.
right, you see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Right.
I get what he's saying, but it's like he didn't know. Like damn, I ain't know. This is how me and my friends do. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't know
Mhm.
if I do it with y'all, it'll be like a uproar, whatever the case may be. And look, he probably don't have no intentions on, you know what I'm saying? Like this man probably don't really know like that. That's what I'm saying. So with him, he seems to be a great person. And with Michael Rubin, man, look, bro, keep being great because I also know white people that hate on white people. North Koreans and South
Exactly.
Koreans,
It's true.
North Koreans and South Koreans, they have
Yeah.
a fucking friction, and they the same race of people. Like, you
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if we
yeah,
talk about it, let's talk about it.
Right.
I don't want to
yeah.
just pinpoint hours as
Black and
if
white. Yeah.
But
everybody do the same shit, bro. To
I
some
think he
capacity.
only I think he
Mhm.
only mentioned it because he was on a black platform
Exactly.
and he was
Right.
asked about it. I think that's why. But you
Right.
weren't here earlier when I said it was the right message, the wrong messenger.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with
That's
that.
all. And Mike
Yeah.
is Jewish. So it's like the Jews handle the Jews. Y'all know we can't speak
We
about the
can't say
Jews.
nothing
So,
about it. Yeah.
if it was reversed, it would have been the same type of reaction. Hold on, the Jews would have called us, hey, we handle our own. Like, and that's what happened to him. Somebody gave him a call and was like, Mike, I know you mean well, but you can't really speak on the black
Sit
community
this one
from
out.
exactly. And I think Jay-Z is the one that probably made the call. That's because I know he's cool with Mike Rubin. He said it was somebody that he respected immensely. I think it was Jay. Could have been somebody else, but I don't see it being nobody other than Jay.
All right. And like I said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I say it's hurtful, right? Because what he's saying is technically not wrong. He's not wrong at all. So the thing is, like, let's say for instance, if you and your mom and them, if y'all poor, if y'all eat sardines out of can every day, right? But y'all know what's going on in y'all household. But the minute somebody else be like, let's say somebody look through the window and see y'all eating it, they be like, and they go tell everybody, oh my God, all they eat is sardines, like they poor. It's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt knowing that it's out and they saying that shit. And y'all like, damn, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we trying to figure this out while everybody else know now. You know what I'm saying? But we up in here struggling trying to figure it out. So, my thing is, bro, like being black, and I
I
hate to
mean,
say the word.
that shit ain't hurtful to me. It ain't hurt my
Mhm.
feelings at all. It ain't hurt my feelings at all. I don't think it
I
hurt
mean,
anybody's feelings. I just
he
think it was,
was saying something that we already knew. Like,
yeah. That's all I
okay,
can
But
say.
that's like,
It's
but look, that's like when Donald Trump said,
the thing about
what do
black
you have to
dogs.
lose? Like, what do you have to lose? Like that shit. Like it's kind of like, well, damn, dog. Like, cause sometimes the truth do hit hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, damn. Like
and
he
that's
ain't
all
lying.
it was. That
Like, you
truth
know
be
what I'm
hitting
saying?
hard. It just
Yeah.
need to, yeah, that truth be hitting hard. It just needs to come from the proper channels. And
You
that's
know what
all
I'm
it
saying?
was.
So
But I feel like we won't listen if it comes from the proper channels.
I
Because it's
agree.
like,
Because I agree with that too.
I don't want to hear that, man. Get on
right.
somewhere. Don't
agree.
nobody want to hear that. You know?
Yeah, and that's how I look at it, bro. Like, I think I think he a cool, fun dude, man, and you know what I'm saying,
He
and
meant well.
that's how they probably, but like, but other people will see it and be like, oh damn, like,
Sassy
okay, like that
activity.
don't look, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and I think, I don't even think dude like that. I think he just be like excited and having fun with,
He's just touchy
fun with his
feely.
people.
I don't
You
think
know what I'm saying?
I don't think he meant any will intent. He's actually known to work with Black people
Of
to
course, of course,
actually
Yeah.
help
I believe that.
certain
of course.
causes and stuff like that. I was watching a whole situation with Deion Sanders' vlog, and his boys went to a Mike Rubin charity event where everybody was there and was performing. And it was all for reform. Actually, he did the reform deal with Meek Mill. So no, I don't think Mike Rubin meant any. It's just that it was the right message with the wrong messenger,
He
and
just
that's
got
all.
pigeonholed. That's
Like I
really
said,
what
if
it
it was
is.
reversed and it was one of us talking about the Jewish community, one of the most respected leaders of the Jewish community probably would have called us and told us the same thing. And that's all it was. Let us
Right.
let us govern ourselves, and and that's all. That's all it was to
Yeah.
it.
I mean, shit. Welcome to America. Fuck freedom of speech. It is what it is. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? I mean, hey, now it might come with a price. You know what I'm saying? But hey, right?
Okay.
It's a setup over here, man. It's a setup.
For every what is it? For every action, there's a reaction, right?
Yep.
So, hey,
Yeah, man. But I don't think, dude. Like, I don't think Michael Rubin was malicious. I don't think he on some funny shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he is, then fuck so be it. But I don't think he on some funny shit or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people, man, like they just, the, I'm gonna tell you this: the internet it just shows you more of what the world is. This shit is not new. It's just exposed. It's only exposed. This shit was happening 50 years ago. But you didn't know because they didn't have the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, yeah, man, that's and you could get online and you could say, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something. And you can look at it, it's on my Facebook page. I said on Facebook, I said, I think that was like day before yesterday. I said I would rather be slapped with the truth than to be kissed with a lie. Somebody got on there and was like, oh no, not me. Like, she lied to me. I'm used to being lied to, and this and this. And I'm like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what you
it
say,
wasn't for you.
No matter what you say, bro, somebody gonna dig deep to try to find something negative. That's just the way of the world, man. That's the way of the world, man.
So somebody literally said, "Kiss me with the truth because it feel better. With the lie because it feel better."
Yeah, look, it's on my page, man. Like a little paragraph, like, "Oh no, not me."
And that
I'm
person,
used to being,
but that person,
I'm used to being lied to, and I've been cheated on, and all this. I'm like,
that person got a lot of trauma, probably.
Go sit down with a therapist.
That person got a lot of things going on that's much deeper than what we can see.
Look, she was like, my friends lie to me all the time. She like, my friends lie to me all the time. I'm like,
no.
Well, that's not your friends.
Smack me with the truth. I'd rather you hurt me now up front. Let me get it right now. All right, cool. Because I know what to do. All right. But don't be kissing me with no lies, because then I gotta find out you Judas. No. I'm cool on that.
Right.
Man.
Oh
wait. Oh, she froze up.
I'm back. I don't know what happened.
Okay, I was about to say. What happened?
Man. You gotta use those lies when it's necessary.
Are you my brother? Are you encouraging lying?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Look, hey, I'm gonna tell you, look what I said. I said you gotta use them when it's necessary.
Oh man, oh goodness.
Dog, look, I'm gonna tell you something. Right? Look,
I'm here and there.
Hey, look, of course, I'm gonna tell you this. Look,
of course.
People lie on their job applications.
Of course.
You want to get the job, don't you? You want the job, right?
A little finessey type lie.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, if the judge say, hey, if you admit to this, you're going to get 40 years. But if you don't, you'll walk free. And you know you did it. So what you going to say? Yeah, I did it. I'm going to tell the truth.
Come on now.
You got to use it when it's necessary. You got to use it when it's necessary, dog. A lie exists for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lies exist for a reason, bro. I'm telling you. I'm not telling anybody.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it, huh?
Man.
Hey, bro. Look, presidential candidates, all them be lying, and people getting their feelings, knowing they lying. It's just whoever tell a better lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. Like, I'm telling you, dog. Like, when I heard Jay-Z say something in a song, it was like so intriguing. He said, God forgive me, but I never would have made it without sin. So I'm like, okay. Okay, I get you. You know what I'm saying? I get you, buddy. I'd say, bro, sometimes you gotta hey, it's balance. It's balance though. It's all balance, bro.
It's all about balance in this life for sure.
It's all about balance, bro. Like when people say, oh, look, hey, my relationship ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm like, that's not necessarily true, right? I think that people get perfection fucked up, right? So I think, okay, so we from New Orleans, right? So we one of our main dishes is gumbo, right?
Right.
So Tippy, you made gumbo before, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So watch this.
Every
Now watch this. Now, Brian, watch this shit. Watch this
I'm
shit, bro.
here. I'm locked in.
Okay. So Tippy, you put like seasoning in your gumbo, like Tony seasoning or whatever. Okay, so let me ask you this. What if you put too much Tony seasoning in your gumbo? What'll happen?
Salty. Salt City.
What if Okay, so what if you don't put enough in it? What'll happen?
Bland City.
So what if you put just the amount of Tony seasoning in there? What'll happen?
Right, we good. We good.
You see perfection?
Right.
If I was perfect, I would be lopsided because I'm gonna be all good. If I was just all bad, I'm lopsided. But if I'm good at perfection is balance. If you look at the scale and it's perfectly balanced, that's perfection.
Right.
So you need the good and the bad.
To just
That's what
balance
perfection is. Perfection is not all good. If it's all good, something is wrong, bro. Like, you know, if it's all bad,
Okay.
we know something is wrong.
I got your angle.
So we looking for like we
I got
looking
your
for
angle.
that the perfect blend of good and bad to make
Yeah.
that thing balance out.
Nobody in this world.
It's
is
all
without-
it's
Yeah.
it's
I got
all balanced, bro. It's all balanced. If you all good, then you're not perfect. You just all good. You're imbalanced. The scale is gonna tip all the way on the good side. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna be an equal. It's not gonna be a balanced scale. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at perfection, perfection is just the amount of everything, the right amount of everything. That's what perfection is. When you cook food and that shit tastes good, that's perfection.
Man. That's a crazy analogy, man. Not even gonna
See,
lie.
man, you know, I'm gonna send y'all the invoice in a few. You know, so
You ain't know I was that deep. You ain't know I was that deep.
Wait a minute.
Me and
I'm gonna send
Cornelius
y'all
been
that
talking
invoice.
about
You think you
Mark
slick?
Mark wanna be deep on everything, bro. We was just talking about that, bro.
I'll put you out of here right now. He said, I'm sending the invoice. Where?
Bro,
Mark,
listen.
Mark, you can do something as simple as drink water, and you gonna make that shit deep.
Relax.
Oh, water, right? Think about
Right.
water, bro.
That's perfection. That's perfection too. If you drink too much, you could drown. If you don't drink enough, you're gonna dehydrate.
You'll be like, you'll just breathe some air. Now breathing, right? Think about breathing, bro.
He always take it there. He always take it there. Always.
We was just talking about
it don't never be like something simple. He always like open the book and make it complex. Like, he take us from the first chapter all the way to the last part of the book. Like, man, chill.
I'm like, damn, bro. Conversation with him, expected to go deeper.
Man, I need to be a pastor, man. I gotta be a pastor, you know.
Wait a minute,
you might be missing your calling. Like,
wait a minute now.
They might kill me, bro. Them other preachers gonna send a hit out on me. You messing up our whole bag.
Oh, Lord.
You messing up the bag. Hold on, dog.
I mean, it's some people who can be deep with a message and like not be like, you know, pastoral or whatnot
about it.
I know people who are like that. They're not like, they don't go to church or read the Bible or anything like that, but they're like very deep and seasoned with the way that they talk. They'll never have like a short-sighted conversation with you. They'll stretch it out for you to you know, for you to guide you basically and give you a message with it. So right. I mean, that's pretty much what a pastor is. A pastor will lead you somewhere and they'll give you a message, you know? So you don't really have to be, I gotta wear, you know, I gotta go to church every Sunday or read the Bible. You know, there are people who have a like-minded message from God without it having to be the way, you know, a pastor is. You know, God don't always use somebody who's in the church or somebody who's, you know, exactly.
A Bible company.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
God can use anybody.
That's a fact.
So
every time.
I do want to get into this next thing here. And this is specifically going into, I don't know if y'all heard about like Sauce Walker on the Breakfast Club, right? Okay, I'm gonna just get into it. Let me see if I can play the audio from here.
Artists performing on bigger platforms, Jimmy Fallon and
Jay Leno and all this other shit. This magnitude is living. I was saying it was not make believe. It's simple. It's not fucking rocket science. It was simple shit. If you in this city and you saying like what you just said that it wouldn't be no Drake without Houston. Okay, so at the time, why did Drake not? And still to this day, why did Drake not have no bunch of records with Houston artists? You didn't doing that with Atlanta. If you love Atlanta, and we actually it got it's 7, 8, 9, 15 artists that you got songs with in Atlanta. Because why? Not only does you know that the city of Atlanta was gonna look at you weird for not doing that, look at you and feel a certain type of way by you not making those songs and making those moments with that city, but you knew that it was also beneficial for you as an artist to make music with these songs because the leveling of stardom and momentum, it feeds each other versus you feel that I'm just the A-side artist that's lifting up this musician. But as far as the city of Houston, you looking at it for the market share. All of these country ass people in Houston, they got all of this land, all these clubs, all these women, all these people in these big ass arenas and events that's going on, but they don't have a large community and representatives of people that are knowledgeable about the music industry, that have resources that can say, hey, y'all been around this artist and you helped them. You was in the studio when they was making that song, you told them to add this and this on the hook, you get a couple writer points for that. Or you was up in there when you made the beat, you supposed to get, okay, y'all was in you brought him to Houston and you took him to this club, you took him to this hood and you introduced him to Charlamagne. It's a feature in the song come behind that. In every other city, it's a long list. California, it's a long list of artists from the Bay all the way to LA. They got Drake's songs with Drake. So how did Drake love Houston so much at that time and not have music with artists that you are uplifting from this community? Fuck me, I don't care. It's bigger than me. I didn't care about the song with me.
A whole lot of sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? But what I would like from then to now, Travis Scott is the only rapper that still got a song with Drake. Travis Scott, again, what I just said earlier, it makes sense. It's an equal trade. It's not necessarily like, oh, bro, I'm helping Houston and changing your life and changing your career. And it's bigger than just saying, oh, well, person wants the Drake stimulus package. Bro, fuck all of that. It's about fair exchange in business. If you are using the lineage and the culture of somebody's city or somebody's hometown and backyard, do something that helps not yourself and your more of your notoriety for your own benefit with the ladies and the people in the city. Do something that actually makes the economy of that city and music and musicians bigger and greater. So therefore, we can have Rolling Loud in Houston. We can have more young artists performing on bigger platforms, Jimmy Fallon and Jay Leno and all this other shit, because an artist of this magnitude is living in our backyard. That's all I was saying. Not just for me, just for anybody.
Literally living.
I was saying with
all right. So before you answer, before both of y'all answer, let me just set the stage for y'all. So probably about like, I want to say almost 5 years ago, when Sauce Walker was like not really known outside of this city, he was beefing with Drake. And he was beefing with Drake because of basically exploitation and saying how come Drake can just come into Houston and just host, stuff and do stuff in the city, and Drake don't show no love to Houston artists. Still up until this day, he doesn't really show love to Houston artists by doing more features with artists like Big X the Plug. He's not even from Houston. He's from Dallas, but still, he's an artist. He's a big artist. Mexican OT, D Baby, Toby Nwigwe. Why are there no artists from Houston that have collaborations with Drake? That's all he was saying. And as far as Houston producers too, why are there no collaborations with Houston producers like that? That's what he was trying to get at before. And honestly, when I had seen Sauce Walker the first time and I seen that he was beefing with Drake, I'm like, man, bro, he's a nobody, blah, 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 all this other stuff, man. He's just trying to get a stimulus package, all this other stuff. But like maybe after they pieced it up and everything, I was like, you know what? Sauce Walker is right. Drake been coming to Houston for like almost a decade now. And he has never done anything out. He has never done a feature with a Houston artist outside of Beyonce and Travis Scott. I'm not counting Bun B or Pimp C because Pimp C's not alive and Pimp C doesn't even know who he is. I'm not counting DJ Screw because DJ Screw has already passed away. God rest the dead. He doesn't even know who he is. Bun B is literally from Port Arthur. So I can't even count that. So it's like, after that, what can we say? So the floor is y'all's. Y'all go ahead. Yeah, I can't hear you. Let Mark go. KLC?
Huh? Yeah, you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Tippy, you can hear us? Okay.
Let's try to come back.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Right before I moved to Houston, I started listening to Sauce Walker. That nigga been cold. I ain't gonna lie, he been cold, dog. God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? So with what he's saying, like, you know, with how he feel, fuck, can't nobody say he wrong for feeling that way. Like, fuck, that's how he feel. Because when he said it, I'm gonna tell you what he did. Like, when he said it, it literally made everybody stop and think, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it literally made everybody stop and think like that, right? So fuck, I mean, dog, like, fuck, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, he not really wrong, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by what he said, you know what I'm saying? Now, why is it like that? I don't know. That'll be a question that you'll have to ask Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, why? Or is it a coincidence? Like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I don't know. You know what I mean? You know, maybe,
Can't be a
maybe,
coincidence. You know how
right.
long
You know
he
what I'm
been
saying?
coming
Like,
to You know how long he been coming to Houston?
right.
You know how he got discovered in Houston. Like, come on now. He throws events in Houston. So it's like I can't, you know, you can't keep giving him a pass for how many cities he's gone to and how many cities that have him embraced him, but he's not reciprocating and giving that same love back to artists that are loved in these certain cities, like a New York, like a California, like a Louisiana. Like, I'm sure if Drake went down to Louisiana and he was doing how he's doing here in Houston and not working with no Louisiana artists, it would be an uproar.
But see, but this is the thing though. With Louisiana, we gonna address that shit fast.
Of course, I know.
Like, nobody addressed it until now, until Sauce Walker. You see what I'm saying? Like, maybe if there was a conversation from other artists, but let me tell you this too. Houston is a certain type of way. Houston got an independent grind that's impeccable. They probably don't give a shit about doing the song with Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? They probably like, man, fuck, I mean, I'm good with him or without him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna make a million records
regardless, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, If he, if he jump on that bitch, if he do, if he don't, he don't. Now, but again, why he didn't jump on certain artist songs, bro? Like, like, fuck. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he was
There's no way
feeling
to
it. Like,
answer
I don't
that.
know.
Either
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I can hear it now.
we can hear you. We can hear you. I can hear you
Okay.
typing.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, with that, bro. Like, I think that I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like, this is what I feel. I feel like the shit that people is saying about Drake, the shit that's coming out or whatever, I think that it's something. I think that is something that people was feeling for the longest, and they were just waiting on that first person to swing. I'm not saying Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker been saying shit.
Oh, yeah,
So
of course.
exclude him. So, you know what I'm saying? So and plus, I know people that really know Sauce Walker. I'm gonna keep it real. That nigga show love for real, for real. Like, that's
Okay.
one nigga I know. That nigga show love for real, for real. Like,
Okay.
knowing people that really know him. Because he don't mind giving people a shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is my thing, right? Let's look at what does Drake do in Toronto.
Look at
Like,
you.
let's look at Toronto.
Look at you. I know where you going. Go ahead.
Like, let's see if he put Toronto artists on too.
He don't even put on Toronto artists. He don't even put on Toronto artists.
I think Drake is who Kendrick said that he was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even talking about all the sexual allegations. I'm talking about in terms of what we're talking about when it comes to artistry and shit like that. Drake hop on whatever sound is the sound, and he reinvents himself with said sound that's popular. Why he don't really link up with Houston artists, I don't know. I don't even think he linked up with Meg, but then again,
difference.
So watch this. This is what I told somebody earlier. I said, imagine me being from somewhere and I get signed to Birdman, and we know Birdman one of the biggest shits ever, and plus he's from New Orleans. Birdman is the head guy in New Orleans. So if I sign with Birdman, I could feel like, fuck, I ain't got to do nothing with nobody in the city. I'm with Birdman. This is the biggest motherfucker in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I got him. Like, shit, I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man,
I got all the backing that I need.
And I got access to the whole city.
Right.
So, but now, like, it's like, now don't get me wrong. With me doing records, if I was on that level, with Birdman or whatever, now if I know, like, okay, I fuck with the city fuck with me, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would do some records with a few people in there, like, you know what I'm saying, like real shit that could change motherfuckers' lives, like, you know what I'm saying. I would actually do that shit, right? Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally do that shit. Like, I'm from New Orleans, right? I'm taking off in Houston right now. The minute I take off, I gotta go back home, bro. I gotta go back home and holler at a few people back home to spread some love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta, dog. Fuck what these people talking about. You gotta go back home, bro. For something. If you got family back home, you gotta go your ass back home. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, first of all, it's a business. Second of all, people pick and choose who they want to do shit with. Third of all, the nigga may be friends and cool with niggas. Don't mean you got to do a record. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, that's
what
true.
if you know what I'm saying? He may just be cool with niggas. So my thing is, like, Sauce Walker not wrong, bro. He not wrong about what he's saying. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm saying, I don't know why dude ain't doing that. Like, that'll be a question that Drake will have to answer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't just be friends with DJ XO and just like not make a record with him. Like, come on. You can't piece it up with Sauce Walker and still not make a record with Sauce Walker. You know, like you got to get out your ego at some point. It's
Well,
you gotta push that ego out the way.
shit, Houston should have canceled him then.
Man.
And then I'm hearing, and I don't know how true it is. I was out a couple weeks ago, and I'm really not out as much as I used to, but I was out a couple weeks ago for a friend's birthday. I was hearing that they weren't playing They Not Like Us here, but they are. They just they mixed it. Like I was at Kiss a couple weeks ago with her for her birthday, and they did play it. They just kind of mixed it a little bit. But I do know in certain places that are pro Drake, they're not going to play it.
Bro, that's like one of the biggest. That's one of the biggest.
I mean, at his party. So,
but that's one of the biggest hip hop songs of all time at this point. Like of all fucking time.
You can't just die.
Yeah, like of all time. Like the NBA playing that shit. Like the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like dog. Like yeah, bro. Like that's.
It's not banned. It's not banned everywhere. I think that
no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, I think at some point you need to just like make a suggestion like, hey, let me go rock with Mexican OT. Let me go rock with D Baby, Sauce Waka, Max O'Cream.
But see, this is the thing though.
Come on, man.
We can't look for somebody to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. We gotta look for him to do it.
No, I'm saying like this is the thing. If he not complying like that, then ban him. That goes for anybody. But if you know somebody coming in
connected with Jay Prince, who is
no, I'm saying not in that sense, but I'm saying as the up and coming artists, as all the other artists, don't support none of that shit. Don't support none of that. Like, okay, for instance, right? Like, if I don't do nothing in New Orleans or whatever, if I don't show love to New Orleans people, they could be like, okay, we don't fuck with you, nigga.
Don't fuck with you because you not
like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we don't fuck with you. You could easily say, I don't fuck with you. Like, you know.
And it's weird because he used to be real good about like reaching out to younger artists and you know playing their music on his IG or trying to hop on a remix or something like. He used to be real good about that, but it's like now.
What changed?
Especially with Houston.
But where all those artists was from? Where the artist was from though?
They was all from different places. Kodak was from Florida. What's the name?
Right.
Forbat. I don't know where Forbats is from, but he was where he was from.
Okay.
Certain artists from everywhere.
This is the thing, bro. I think that it's a learning experience, and I think that people is not gonna let people slip through the cracks no more. They're gonna call shit for what it is early. Nigga, you on some fuck shit. You keep that shit up, we not fucking with you. Like real shit, because nigga slipped through the cracks for a long time. So when he became super successful, nigga just didn't give a fuck no more. It's like, okay, I don't need you technically. Like if you got the whole world, what is one city? Let's just be honest. It could be New York. If you got the whole world, what is one city?
It's the city that you like to rep, though. So you got to do something. I mean, it's the city that you rep in.
That's cool. Look, that's cool.
Stop giving out the stimulus package. What's up with that? Why you stop? You know? Come on now.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. This is my personal opinion.
I know where you're going. Go ahead.
It's like a BCAD type of thing, right? It's a BK AK before Kendrick, after Kendrick. It's not the same, bro. It's just not the same.
You can say
it's not the same.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I feel like it was before he started getting called out.
Okay, this is before Christ.
Before he started getting called out and getting like now that everybody sees his actions for what they are now. I get that. I understand that. But I mean, before he was getting called out, you know, hey, you was too comfortable just coming down here and going to Onyx and going to various different places.
That's why he even got into the beef because he was too comfortable, and he had to get humbled. You was so comfortable that you thought you was about to comfort somebody that got a Pulitzer Prize, somebody that's a known lyricist, somebody that's actually from this, that it's in them and not on them. Oh, you going too far. Your industry shit got your head too big. That's all. And Kendrick had to show him, no, this is what it really is. No, that's really what it came down to. I can't be a NOLA native going to California and just because I'm locked in, I'm not about to, boy. No, you got to keep shit a bean. He got too big for his britches, and that's what it is. He had to get humbled. And now that he's humbled, I'm pretty sure right now Drake is in the middle of rebranding himself, reinventing himself, all of this. There's like Mark said, there was a before Kendrick, there's an after Kendrick. Things are going to be different now.
Let's hope he's not on the same BS.
Well, I'ma just say it. Fuck it. I'ma just say it, bro. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen in hip hop, I've never seen a 180 like this, like the way I've seen with this situation. We can't even say that shit happened to Ja Rule because it didn't. If you look at the real timeline of Ja Rule's situation, first of all, and Brian, I know you're gonna research this for sure. 50 Cent did not make a whole diss record towards Ja Rule. He didn't make a whole diss record. He took shots at him, and he put shit on DVDs.
Yeah, but Get Rich or Die Trying was not a full, chameleonaire type diss record or whatever.
Right. So now watch this, right? After 50 Cent dissed Ja Rule still made hit records.
Of course.
He still was coming out with hit records. Ja Rule was battling a bad case.
I know exactly where you're going here. I know your angle. Go ahead.
You feel me? I'm like, look, we waiting. Everybody waiting right now. Like, dog, where they hit it? Where they hit it? Like,
bro, that's exactly what I said after all of this stuff died down. I'm like, great. Just put out an album. Don't focus on those shots.
I think y'all are speaking too soon. The hit is coming. Listen, we all know
it's already here. He already did.
Yeah. If there's one thing Drake can do, Drake can make a hit record.
Of course.
We know that. And I think, isn't it like some Jamaican type tune?
Oh, you talking about the 300 gigs
tunes for your head top?
Man.
Listen. It's been 8 songs. So far. It's been 8 songs. Okay, watch this. Tippy, tell me about the 8 songs that he released.
Baby, I have not even listened.
I could tell you.
I have not even
listened. This is Drake you're talking about.
Soon as Drake popped up with the Jamaican accent, it immediately made me think of what Kendrick said.
I can tell you.
I don't want to get on no cell phone. You know I got language barriers. There's no extent you could sell me. Because this is what, I'm waiting for it to probably hit I ain't gonna even lie. It didn't even strike my box the match didn't strike my box to even go look at the records. Because once I started hearing little snippets, I'm like, it's typical Drake. So probably if a record start hitting the radio, and I might listen to it if I, But I probably need to go listen. I haven't listened. So.
Are we
talking about records he's recently put out?
Off the 100 songs in the hip hop, right?
Okay, so I've listened to all the records, and let me just tell you right now, it's just 3 records. Everything else is just behind the scenes video of past times, because he's trying to restore a feeling. He's thinking people forgot or something like that. So
and I did see the snippets of him and Rihanna practicing and getting ready for their show and rehearsing and stuff like that.
And listen, as somebody who, regardless of anything, I've been listening to Drake since I was in high school. Freshman, whatever.
Oh yeah.
I can tell you this, that it's your average Drake listening experience. The song that probably makes the most sense to me and is probably hitting, and it's only because of he had to go get Atlanta again, right? It's a song called "It's Up." And
What,
it has
Lotto?
No.
With
Okay.
with 21 Savage and Young
With
Thug.
21
Savage and Young
okay.
Thug. I'm like,
Okay.
maybe he knows that people are going. Maybe this is pre-recorded or whatever, but I'm sure he knows that people are going to be like, "See, there he going to go get Atlanta again."
Bro, what's crazy is, and I hate to keep going back to Kendrick, but that nigga almost prophetic because everything he said, it's kind of unfolding as Drake goes on his journey of rebranding himself or trying to strike back the old nostalgic feelings. Like, I mean, he was talking about how he made a record for Serena. I'm making this record for Serena because I know this is the kind of record Serena's gonna like. So like, and I'm like, nah, you really not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy.
It's the fact that, bro, Kendrick Lamar made a 15-minute record. I want to hear the rest of the 15 minutes.
I want to too, but he chopped it down.
Hey, everybody, I think in this whole situation, I think everybody overlooking what Lil Wayne told him.
And what he told him?
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Lil Wayne, when he first came out, when Drake first came out, Lil Wayne was like, "Hey, keep rapping about them women, keep talking about like the grass and all that. Do not talk about no gangster shit, because I'm telling you, like don't do that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give me Drake with the melodies. That's all. Yeah. I don't like Drake when he act tough. If you gonna rap. Don't talk about no street shit. Yes, that is not you.
It's Atlanta. They put the battery in his back.
Yeah.
It's Atlanta. They did it.
Well,
that shit crazy.
Blame 21 Savage.
That shit is
blame him for that. What can you do? What can you do, man? I mean, I just hope that next project is it better just be R&B. It may as well just be R&B.
100 tunes for you. I'm definitely gonna have to. But you know what? Bob's Cartel is out of jail. So if Drake
pride and ego,
if Drake want to do something,
pride and ego,
Cartel is out of jail.
I'm telling you, bro. Pride and ego is not gonna let him change his style, bro. He gonna go back to pride and ego. Like, he not gonna let Kendrick be that prophetic, bro. No, hell no. I'm
gonna keep saying it.
He in a rough place.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Whenever Drake is winning or won a beef, don't nobody say nothing. We cool. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Yeah, he won. He did what he did. But when somebody else wins, it just seems like they move the goalposts further and further and further for Drake. I'm like, man, y'all can't just say that he lost. Y'all can't just say that, yes, this was a battle where, like, yeah, he put up a fight, but like, bro, you got left in the dust. Just take your L.
I mean, let's be honest. He only won like one beef.
Well,
yeah. People made it seem like Drake was just slaughtering everybody. I'm like, and they're gonna ban like one person.
Yeah, he whooped on Meek Mill. That's about it.
I'll agree.
It's literally just one beef, bro.
I mean,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I won't even dignify his beef with Tory Lanez, because that's just like that wasn't even like a big story beef or anything like that. The Weeknd beef, that's like an internal beef, because Weeknd didn't want to sign with him, and he took like.
I'm gonna be honest with you. People like The Weeknd. I don't think he could. I don't think he could really fuck with The Weeknd like that, bro.
Ooh,
The Weeknd cold blooded, bro.
There we go.
He cold blooded, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The Weeknd cold blooded, bro. Yeah. Like, he on The Weeknd on a whole nother level, bro.
I
wait, you're saying Drake can't fuck with The Weeknd
at all?
I don't think he could, bro. I don't think he could, bro.
At all.
Look, even Tory Lanez. You ever heard Tory Lanez rapping shit? You heard that shit?
Hold up.
Wait.
No. Listen, The Weeknd is a different type of artist. He can't fuck with that, bro.
He He needed.
Okay. I'm about to have to go dig deeper into the
I'm
weekend.
telling you. Hold on.
What?
He needed the weekend for Take Care. He
yeah.
basically
All them
had to take
R&B
records.
records. No, the week, but damn,
had to
now
take
I'm
records from him.
thinking.
He had to
Like,
take
no,
Bro,
the weekend.
listen, let me tell you something.
Why you think he wanted
The
to sign him?
weekend,
Okay.
the weekend did the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That nigga did a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That dude is not to be fucked with, bro. Like that dude is cold fucking blooded, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. The weekend is that nigga fire, dog.
Yeah.
And look, Tory Lanez, do not, boy. Tory Lanez is off the fucking chain. Like he could rap his ass off. I'm gonna tell you this, Tippy. Tory Lanez is the most talented person to ever come out of Canada, bro.
Regardless of that situation.
He the most talented person. We talking about straight talent. Tory Lanez could do everything, bro. He could rap at a high level, a very high level, and the nigga can sing. Like, and he can make a hit record.
But you know why they don't take him serious? Because he don't. They probably say he don't got that aura like Drake. That's what
Drake's also got the look, and he has that machine. He had that Young Money, Cash Money machine. They were super hot when you and I was in high school. Mm-hmm. That carried over. Drake also had that. He came from Degrassi, so there was always already a little bit of buzz with him too. But Drake also.
So tell me.
And he had.
So tell me what the weekend had.
No, listen. You got me thinking. What? You got me thinking. Like when you said Drake can't fuck with the weekend, I'm like.
His mixtapes is legendary.
I literally have to I'm thinking, and I'm about to go listen to all the weekend records. Man. I love Hills Have Eyes and shit like that. But you got me thinking. I'm thinking dig into this nigga's discography and see what's going on.
You got to go back to the mixtapes, man. The mixtapes,
bro.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you something, and I know you're gonna like this, Tip. If you listen to some of the weekend songs, you're gonna be like, bruh, if Michael Jackson was alive, that'd be his fucking song.
Yeah, I can see that.
I swear to God. You'll be like, if Michael Jackson was alive, that'd be his song, bro.
Yeah. For sure. I can hear that. The weekend, the way he sings and pronunciates and enunciates his words, it definitely gets like that Michael Jackson softy. Yeah, that airy, nasally thing, for sure.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that dude is a fucking monster, dog. He a monster, bro.
I can see that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the weekend nice with it.
Okay. I think we got time for one more thing, and then we can wrap this up, man. Wrap this up. So, Tyler, the Creator. I might as well just play it. But so we could just have a context. So I'm gonna just mute my mic. Just mute my mic real quick. All
right. Rap music and like people are like, this shit hard. It's not even like satire. It's it's some kid right now. It's a white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music, and like people are like, this shit hard. It's not even like satire. It's like, I'm just joking, I'm just mocking it, but I'm like, no, you can't do. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everyone's life around me, and I'm a nerd about this shit. This is like weird, and I'm looking at it, and something about it like don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it, and they were still just being
for sure. Some people can come in and make money.
It's some kid right now. It's a white kid. Regular like Caucasian man.
Okay. So just to add context to everything he just said, right? There is how do I put this? There is a white boy rapper by the name of Ian. I don't know nothing about this guy. He just came from out of nowhere. He's the latest white boy rapper that is out now. And what Tyler the Creator was speaking on was how he's just a random white boy who just came from out of nowhere, just fell up out the sky. And he's basically rapping like he's from Atlanta, rapping like he's got, like he's Gucci or Future, and he's basically just like mocking the city of Atlanta with his rap style. To me, and I've never heard any, I might have like maybe seen like maybe something, maybe like a clip with him and Lil Yachty or something like that where he was rapping. He's the basic, to me, he's just basically the new white boy on the block. The last person was Jack Harlow. And then before Jack Harlow, it was Post Malone. Before Post Malone, it was whoever it was. And it's like these certain white rappers come a dime a dozen to me. And once they get finished with this white rapper, they're going to find a new one. And he's going to come from out of nowhere like the same way this preppy school gentleman came out of nowhere. So it's like, I know the trick. I just don't pay attention. I don't really care. His light will be dimmed to me. That's all I. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. So, well, I don't.
Are you talking about? No, but Tommy Richmond's more of a singer.
Yeah, he's
okay.
He can actually sing. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a little. It's a
I
little.
like Tommy Richmond though.
He's your new age blue-eyed soul or whatever. So,
kind of poppy soul.
But this cat is just like from out of nowhere. I'm sure he's probably not even really. He's probably not even really into rap music. He's probably into folk music or something like that.
You talking about like he's an industry plant or something?
There we go. Yeah, I feel like he's an industry plant. I feel like he'll find his actual lane.
I never heard him, but I respect it though.
I mean, hey, if his dad is. Hey,
because we don't gotta support
an executive at a record company and he puts him on, what I gotta hate for?
Like, why not?
I ain't listening to it.
Hey, let me tell you this, right? Like, this is what I look at with a lot of stuff with our own people.
Yeah.
And I'm targeting our own people. When we see people like the Eminems and stuff like that, like a lot of people don't want to give him his credit solely because he's white. He could out-rap 99.9% of every black rapper that has ever came out. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, now the thing is this, they be like, oh, like, we give white rappers and all that type of shit so much flack. I seen the NBA about 75 years ago. Guess what the NBA was? White people with fucking knee pads on. Your top 5 NBA players of all time is all niggas. We took over their shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being real. We take over their shit all the time. We take their shit and add flavor to it. And there it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. So my thing is this, like, whether he's white, I don't give a fuck if he is Arabian. Music is boundless. It doesn't matter who or what it came from. If like that white dude saying some shit that you can relate to,
it transcends.
You feel me? If he's saying some shit if his white ass says some shit your black ass can relate to, it is what it is, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, bro. Like it should be love. When you go to these shows, when you go to Kevin Gates shows, when you go to all these gangster rapper shows, Guess who was like in the front rows and shit?
White.
White people.
Yeah.
White people. Like, you know, they don't talk about that though. Right. They don't talk about that part though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is this, bro. Like, if he white, if he an industry plant, whatever, you don't have to support him. It's your choice to support him. If they talking crazy about him, guess what they're doing? They're supporting him.
They're promoting him.
Because that's gonna make somebody like me who never heard him go check him out and see what he got.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, I mean, I understand it. Like, I understand it, bro. Like, shit, if he white, then fuck it. Like, it is what it is. Nepotism is real for sure, which it hurts, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
Are you pro nepotism or in certain cases? In certain cases,
nah. In certain cases, bro. Like, I'm like on the fence about it because you supposed to put
I'm not 100%.
You supposed to put your people on if they qualify.
Exactly. If they qualify.
Yeah. Because you when people talk about the brand, right? I was so kind of torn because I'm like, okay, his daddy helped get him in. But let's just be honest. That 55th spot, you know, was a kid who was balling his ass off, who parents probably struggling, mama probably struggling to put him through school, or all they got is his basketball skills to get them out of the situation they're in. That spot is missed. Let's be honest. I respect what LeBron James did for sure, because if I could have did it, I probably would have did it too if my son was qualified.
Absolutely. And I think that's where
if he was qualified, because LeBron is a billionaire. Let's keep it real. Bronny could have walked on any team. He didn't have to get drafted. He didn't have to get drafted at all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, somebody who needed that spot, what is financially, what? Because if you get drafted, you're gonna get a bag, bro.
Well, do you?
I don't give a fuck if you're the first or the last one. You're gonna get a bag.
Do you think that Bronny didn't deserve it though? Because I am for nepotism when the person qualifies.
No.
You think Bronny didn't qualify? You think he did not qualify?
He didn't qualify. He wasn't ready to get drafted. But it's probably a thing where LeBron is about to like dip. So it's like he was telling him like, yeah, you gotta come on. I'm finna go.
Now, what I love now I ain't gonna lie to you. This is why I'm torn. Because what I love the most about it is we never seen no shit. I never seen it. Has happened before. It has happened before, but I have never seen it myself. It had a father and son have played together on the same team before, but I never seen it before myself. King Griffey Sr. and King Griffey Jr. both played for the Seattle Mariners. They're not gonna talk about that shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but King Griffey, both of them played on the same team. So I mean, I know that it happened before, but I never seen it. And me, me seeing like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm pro LeBron. I'm pro LeBron. I fuck with LeBron tough. I'm pro LeBron for real. Like, his game, that man been dominant since he been in the league for fucking 20 plus years. And he got his son on, man. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing.
I was in like third or fourth grade when LeBron James came out. And I remember King James took over when he came out. I kid you not, I was a child. I was a small child, like maybe fourth grade. I'm gonna say fourth grade, fifth grade. And I remember when King James came out and he took over the scene. And my dad was an instant LeBron James fan.
Bro,
he had the first LeBron Jordans, the LeBron sneakers. He had the jogging suit. Like, LeBron,
man, James, he sure did. He sure did. Like, I remember this shit.
LeBron is legendary.
He sure did.
The longevity of it all, the success of it all, no scandals. You know,
and just seeing LeBron's story of where he come from, the single parent mother, and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying, like that dude made all the right moves, bro. Correct. And you know, let's be honest, LeBron James come from a single parent. all they had to really bank on from what we see is LeBron James's talent.
That's it.
And you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that man built a $1 billion empire off of his talent. And that's what makes me torn about Bronny. Because I'm like, yeah, he could play in the league because his dad is nepotism, but I think that he should have walked on. Like, look, bro, you know, don't draft him because he don't need the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? He don't need the money. Don't draft him.
2 years, man. Like
I could get with that.
2 years.
I could definitely get back.
Because there's other ways you could get in the NBA besides getting drafted. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look, you know, come walk on, try out. We're going to give you a spot. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
He could have went to the G League and been in the G League for a little second. And then they could have said, okay, now he can go ahead and go.
Come over.
You know,
now, I will say this.
Play.
If he get in that league and he start cutting up, then people going to be like, damn. It was right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gonna change their tune. Like, well, damn, this motherfucker actually turned out pretty good. Like, goddamn.
I think he actually might. You don't think LeBron is working with him one-on-one with the best trading, best camp?
Could be. Yeah.
I think he's gonna turn out to be something spectacular. I could be wrong. But
I'm gonna tell you this, right? Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, all of them have worked with quarterbacks. And some of them niggas not even in the league no more. It just gotta be in you. Like that shit gotta be in you, dog. Like, you know, because they can't be on the field throwing that bit for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit just gotta be in you, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And then speaking of the Mannings, you know their nephew, who's a quarterback at Texas.
Arch Manning.
He gonna be in the
that
league
boy
soon.
nice. That boy nice. Today, shout out to the 11 wall, you heard? Hey man, in front of the 11 wall.
My mama used to throw their newspapers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look, us and Peyton.
And she threw their newspapers. She would see them.
So they really from New Orleans.
Yes, they really from there.
Then we from the same hood. We from the dog, Brian. We from the same hood. Yeah, they stay like 3 blocks from us, bro.
Peyton Manning.
They stay like.
Listen,
we from the same hood.
She used to see them as little boys, like at the door, coming to get the newspapers with the dad.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But you said that the nephew name is Archie Manning.
No, Arch.
Arch Manning.
So they named him after the granddaddy because the granddaddy name is Archie.
Let me tell you this, y'all. What y'all should do if y'all haven't done it, y'all should actually look at Archie Manning documentary called The Book of Manning.
Oh,
that shit will touch your heart. So, man, Archie Manning daddy committed suicide.
Really?
Whoa.
Yeah, he dropped Archie Manning off at college, went home, and committed suicide. Real shit. That shit deep, bro. That shit is deep. Like, that shit deep. Like, the best athlete in their family is the oldest brother, Cooper Manning. That's Peyton, the oldest brother.
The wide receiver. Huh?
He got hurt, bro. Yeah. That motherfucker was cold. Hell yeah, bro. So yeah, bro. That shit deep though, bro. That shit deep, man. Yeah, that shit deep, bro.
Goodness.
But yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, bro. Hey, I'm about to close it out. Hey.
That's why I gotta dip because I'm like she's crying. Like
boss is awake.
Yep.
Boss is awake.
The real boss. This is the only boss we have.
Yeah, man. We gotta do this again sometime soon. This was great, and hopefully we can get into more topics, more deeper, introspective
like I said,
topics.
This is my favorite place to be. Yeah. Right here.
And KOC, of course, you're always welcome here.
Oh, for sure. We gotta set up the podcast at the listening party. We gotta set up the podcast.
No doubt. Definitely.
We could do that. Me and Brian could host some interviews. We could do that.
Definitely.
Oh, for sure. Let's do it.
We can get into it. We always ready to get into it.
For sure.
Let's do it.
Hey, KOC, give them your socials, wherever they can find you. Go ahead, man.
Oh yeah, you can find me on all streaming platforms, KOC. The project just dropped. 84 Worlds Fair. You're gonna love it. I promise you're gonna love it. On KOC Go, Facebook KOC Go, Twitter, TikTok, all of it KOC Go. Same thing. You can't miss me.
And the homegirl.
You already
Give
know.
them your
Tiffany Matthews.
socials.
On Facebook, it's my government, Tiffany Matthews, TIFFANY, last name MATHEWS. You can pull me up right there. On Instagram, Theophany_Mizrachi. That's THEOPHANY_MIZRACHI. We will pin it because we know that it's hard. But that's where you can find me.
And as for me, I'm not saying all of that shit.
You ain't
It's down there.
It's right
It's
down
scrolling
there.
by. You do what you do. It's going to be in the description as well. That's where you can find me. And that is all I have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great night.
Good
Y'all
night. So
enjoy
next
yourselves,
time.
man.
Bye-bye.
Good night.